back at Kahok Stadium. We apologize. That is one of the downfalls about broadcasting things over the internet, is sometimes you lose your connection or things freeze up on you. Collinsville went 3 and out on that second drive. Philando Wilkinson had a nice punt. He was averaging 32.5 yards per punt. This one all the way down to the 19-yard line of Granite City. That's where the Warriors start, 1st and 10. 8:42 left to play here. Quarter number 1, Collinsville up 7-0. Daly is back in shotgun. He's going to go back to pass. He throws down the middle. He has a man open. Not much room to move, though. Nice defensive play by Dylan Johnson as the pass was completed to Quentin Jackson, but Jackson lost about a half a yard on the play. So a nice job there by the 5'8", 180-pound junior linebacker, Dylan Johnson, for the Kahawks. That'll bring up 2nd down. Now Daly has Myers and Narvaez, one on each side of him. He's going to go back to pass again. He looks to his left. He throws to his left. And once again, he has a man open, but once again, not a lot of room to move. Tackle is going to be made at the 20-yard line, which was just about the line of scrimmage. Actually, they're going to move it up 1 yard and give him a yard on the play as the pass was completed to Perry Grimes. But after 2 pass plays and 2 completions, Granite City's gained a grand total of 1 yard. Perry Grimes lines up on the far side. Into the slot is Quentin Jackson. On the near side, you have Jeremy Collins. Collins was the one who dropped the opening kickoff, and Collinsville recovered at Granite City's 30, and 1 play later, touchdown. Grimes is going to throw, Daly is going to throw, and he is well short of his intended receiver, Perry Grimes, and that's going to bring up 4th down. So Granite City not able to do much on offense. 7:22 left to play here in this first quarter. Glad you're with us. I'm Todd Duke, flying solo tonight. No color analyst. Back is Cornelius Walker and Dylan Johnson. They stand at midfield. And in to punt is Troy Garcia, his 2nd punt of the night. He stands at his 10-yard line. Puts a boot into it. Gets a decent kick. It's going to land, though, well before midfield. And it's going to be down there by Granite City, in Granite City territory, on the Warriors' 44-yard line. So Collinsville will have another golden opportunity. Hey, you need to make a sense in investing? Want a financial investor that cares about your well-being? Give Jason Regg of Edward Jones a call today at 344-0252. Jason would like to wish all of the Kahawk athletes good luck this year. Zabala and the Kahawks come back out on offense. 1st and 10 from the 43-yard line of the Granite City Warriors. In shotgun once again is Zabala. He hands off to Mayweather. Mayweather gets to a hole. He's on the run. No one's going to catch him now. He's going to go all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Collinsville. 43-yard touchdown run for Kennedy Mayweather. And the Kahawks are on top 13-0 pending the extra point. So that was from the first play of their 3rd possession. Their first play on their first possession got them 7 points. It's the one in between that didn't go anywhere. They went 3 and out. Here's the extra point try by Josh Calvin, and it is up, and it is good. 14-0 in favor of Collinsville. 7:05 left to play here in this first quarter. Let's thank some more of our sponsors, such as Clodex Carpet Cleaning. A happy customer is their goal. A family-owned business that provides much more detail and better pricing than those corporate guys do. Give them a chance to let you earn their business. You will not be disappointed. Give Blake Turner a call. His number is 616-3310. Things off to a pretty good start here for Collinsville, 14-0, and we're still just in the first quarter. Of course, both teams pretty much do not have a chance to make the playoffs. Matter of fact, I'd say it would be a foregone conclusion to say they're not going to be in the playoffs. So neither one of these teams is looking to upset the others' playoff chances. But you know how both of these squads want to win their first game, and then they will take a crack at seeing what they can do to maybe mess up a couple of other teams' playoff aspirations here in the next few weeks. Collinsville after this has O'Fallon, Belleville East, and Edwardsville. Granite City has East St. Louis, Alton, and Belleville West. So both teams could have a say-so in which team makes the playoffs. Calvin is set for another kickoff. This one is going to be way short, and it's going to be taken at the 30-yard line by Jeremy Collins. I think since Collins fumbled the opening kickoff, they've pretty much targeted him on every kickoff after that. So Granite City will have another try here. Seems like their offense has been on the field a lot, but not a lot to show for it. They spot the ball at the 39-yard line. In Warriors territory, Jake Daly brings his team out once again. Wide receiver Jeremy Collins lines up on the near side, on the far side, Quentin Jackson and Perry Grimes. In motion, Devin Narvez. Here is the handoff. It does not go to Narvez. Instead, it goes to Austin Cuthrell, and Cuthrell takes about 3 Kahawks with him all the way up to the 45-yard line. That's going to be good enough for a first down. So 11 yards on the play for Austin Cuthrell, who came in with 11 carries for 23 yards. Play clock starts up once again. 6:45 left on the game clock as it rolls down. 14-0 in favor of Collinsville. Once again, Daly in shotgun. Here's the snap. There's the handoff to Cuthrell once again. Cuthrell has a little opening up the middle once again, and once again he gains 11 yards. So back-to-back carries. Good for 11 yards. 22 yards on 2 carries. That moves the chains as Granite City is into Collinsville territory for the first time tonight as the ball sits on the Kahok 44-yard line. Grimes lines up on the far side as a wide receiver. Troy Garcia in there for the first time. He's a senior, 6'5", 180-pound wide receiver. And Jeremy Collins is next to him on the near side. Split backs, handoff, goes to the left side running back, which again was Cuthrell, and this time Cuthrell gets his feet taken out from underneath him. At the line of scrimmage, no gain on the play. 2nd and 10 for Granite City. 5:50 left to play here. Quarter number 1, Collinsville leading 14-0. Daly in shotgun once again. Wide receiver on the near side, tight end on the far side, flag on the play. This play is going to be stopped, and we're going to have a false start, I would assume, against Granite City, and yes, that is the call. So that'll make it 2nd down and 15 to go for a first down. As Jeremy Collins lines up as a wide receiver once again on the near side, Troy Garcia lines up, tucked in as a tight end on the right side. Now he shifts over to the left side. Cuthrell is the lone setback as Navarez has moved into the tight end position. A play fake, they give to Cuthrell, and Cuthrell goes right up the gut and makes it almost to the original line of scrimmage. A gain of 4 on the play, so that'll bring up 3rd down and 11 as the ball sits on the Kahok 45-yard line. Just under 5 minutes to play here in this first quarter. Collinsville up 14-0. Wide receivers, 3 on the near side, 2 on the far side. Empty backfield. Daly in the shotgun all by himself. Takes the snap. Goes back to pass. Looks to his left, throws to his left, and now we're going to have a flag. I believe that Cornelius Walker got his feet tangled up with Devin Narvez, and Narvez went down just as the ball was going to arrive. It was not an intentional pass interference. Their feet got tangled up, and the referees threw the flags anyway, which you pretty much have to. So they'll call it offensive pass interference. It'll be an automatic first down for Granite City, and the line of scrimmage now will be the Kahok 30-yard line. So now Granite City can go back to their usual offensive set. Narvez lines up as a tight end. Jeremy Collins lines up as a wide receiver on the near side. On the far side, Troy Garcia. Now Narvez comes back in, and now we have split backs, and Narvez is going to take the handoff. He goes up the middle, gets through one tackle, gets through another tackle, and barrels his way down to the 15-yard line. That'll move the chains once again for Granite City, as it'll be first down and 10 for the Warriors at the Collinsville 16-yard line after the official spot of the ball. Quentin Jackson now checks back into the game as a wide receiver for Granite City. He's going to line up in the slot on the near side. On the near side sideline is Jeremy Collins. Perry Grimes lines up as the far side wide receiver. Split backs once again. Narvez is going to get it once again. He puts on a nifty move to the line of scrimmage and barrels his way down to the 3-yard line. It's going to be first and goal for the Granite City Warriors from the Collinsville 3-yard line, as Granite City looks to put a dent into that 14-0 lead that the brand new Collinsville scoreboard displays. 4:09 left to play here in this first quarter. As mentioned, Collinsville leads 14-0. It's going to be first and goal. They spot the ball on the 2-yard line. Wide receivers, 2 on the near side, 1 on the far. Split backs once again on either side of Daly. Daly in the shotgun, takes the snap. He hands it off to Narvez. Narvez gets tripped up at the 5, but still keeps his feet under him, and he is finally driven out of bounds at the 4-yard line. It's going to be a loss of 2 on the play. It'll bring up a second down and goal for Granite City from Collinsville's 4 with 3:48 left here in this first quarter. Narvez lines up as a tight end on the line of scrimmage. Your lone setback is Cuthrell, and Daly is going to keep, and he's not going to get very far. He gets back to the original line of scrimmage, which was the 2. So we'll call it a gain of 2 on the play. And actually, we're going to call it a gain of 1. So it'll be at the 3-yard line. Third down and goal from Collinsville's 3. Grimes on the far side. Collins now joins him on the far side in the slot. Narvez lines up as tight end. Daly in the shotgun with Austin Cuthrell to his right-hand side. Now, whistle. And Granite City is going to call another timeout. That's their second timeout. And we haven't even gotten out of the first quarter yet. 3:06 left to play, first quarter. Let's go ahead and thank the Lady Kahok Soccer Boosters. You can become a booster of the ladies soccer team. All you need to do is head to the website, KahokSportsNetwork.com. Talk to Clay Smith and let him know you want to become a member of the Kahok Kickers today. It is that easy. 3:06 left to play here in this first quarter. Collinsville, they lead 14-0. Granite City knocking on the door, though. They're going to have the ball third down and goal from Collinsville's 3-yard line, which I am pretty certain would be territory enough for a go on fourth down if they do not succeed on third down. Timeout's over. Collinsville standing at the line of scrimmage. Granite City just now arriving on the line of scrimmage. They have Jeremy Collins lined up on the near side. On the near side slot is Quentin Jackson. All the way over on the far side of the field is Perry Grimes. Split backs, 1 on either side of Daly. Here's the snap. The give is to Narvez, and he is going to be short. They're going to mark him down at about the 1-yard line. And that's going to bring up fourth down and goal for Granite City. And as I alluded to before, I'm pretty sure they're going to go for it. 2:45 left to play here. Quarter number 1. Narvez is heading to the sideline. Not sure if he has an equipment problem or what's going on. So that'll leave Austin Cuthrell. He is actually going to line up in the slot. Wide receivers too near, too far. And they're going to try to push Daly across and get him into the end zone. And I don't see a signal yet. And it looks like he did not get in. So the Kahawks hold up on defense on a 4th and goal from the 1-yard line. Let's see where the referees spot this ball. Whatever the case may be, Collinsville is going to have a very large hole to dig out of. They put the ball just short of the 1. Quaron King is fired up. He's trying to get the crowd fired up along with him. As now, Collinsville starts 1st and 10 from their own 1-yard line. In shotgun, Zabala. He's going to roll out to his right. He's going to launch a pass toward Wilkinson. Wilkinson's got it at the 30-yard line and pushed out of bounds into the Granite City bench at about the 34-yard line. We'll call it the 33. So a 32-yard pass from Zabala to Philando Wilkinson, but we have a penalty flag on the play, and it's going to go against the Kahawks. I didn't even see a flag. Holding in the end zone against Collinsville, so that gives Granite City 2 points. And Granite City will get the ball right back. So a bad break there for the Kahawks, and we hope this isn't one of those things that reverses the fortunes of these teams, because right now Collinsville playing some pretty spirited ball here. They're up 14-0, and they stopped Granite City on a 4th and goal from the 1-yard line. So Collinsville took over on the 1-yard line and committed a holding call in the end zone, and now it is 14-2 in favor of Collinsville. So, with 2:06 left here in this first quarter, 14-2 in favor of Collinsville, and now Collinsville will have to punt it back. Philando Wilkinson stands at his 15-yard line. He'll get a little bit of a running start and boot the ball from about the 20. Deep men stand at their own 40. Here's a nice high kick, which is going to give plenty of time for the coverage to get down there. And now we have another fumble. And falling on top of the ball was Austin Cuthrell. He does so at his own 37-yard line. So Granite City will start from there with 2:04 left to play in this first quarter. Collinsville's playing some good ball thus far, offensively and defensively, and on special teams. Jumping on some fumbles, jumped on the first kickoff of the game. One play later, it was 7-0 in favor of the good guys. So Daly and company back out there. Wide receivers on the far and the near, one lone setback. That is Cuthrell, and he barrels through the heart of the line of scrimmage for about 5 yards. That'll bring up 2nd and 5 from Collinsville's 42-yard line. On the far side of the field, Perry Grimes. Quentin Jackson lines up in the slot on the far side. On the near side, Jeremy Collins. Narvez lines up as a tight end. We're going to have a pitch out to the right-hand side for Cuthrell, and good job Collinsville defense once again. And I think Cuthrell lost a couple of yards. Nick Reichert there on the tackle. And they're going to say no gain. So 3rd and 5 now for Granite City from their own 42-yard line. Another big 3rd down here for Collinsville. Same setup. Two on the far, two on the near. Cuthrell is the only setback. He lines up on Daly's left-hand side. Daly in the shotgun once again. Takes the snap. Throws a sideline pass over onto the far side. That was caught there by Perry Grimes, but Grimes didn't get anywhere. So no gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 4th down and 5 for Granite City from the Collinsville 42. Final 35 seconds of this first quarter. Winding down. Play clock has not started yet. 25 seconds. And now the play clock starts, so about a 2-second difference in the play clock and the game clock right now. So Granite City will at least get this play off. They're going to go for it on 4th down from their own 43-yard line. Two wide receivers on either side of the line of scrimmage, and flags on the play. And that might be against Collinsville for a little encroachment, and if it is, it's going to give Granite City a 1st down. Yep. So a 4th and 4. You have a 5-yard penalty, and that gives Granite City a 1st down. So what could have been a big play for Collinsville turns into not such a big play. And a fresh set of downs for the Granite City Warriors. Ball sits on their 47-yard line. In shotgun once again is Daly. He has Cuthrell to his left-hand side, and they're not going to get this play off. That's the end of 1 quarter of play. Back with quarter number 2 right after this. Welcome back to Kahok Stadium. Todd Duke along with you as Collinsville leads 14-2 as we begin quarter number 2. Granite City has the ball 1st and 10 from their own 48-yard line. Granite City had one nice drive. They got all the way down to Collinsville's 1-yard line, but couldn't punch it in on a 4th and 1. Nice play fake there by Daly, but he's getting pressured and it's intercepted. Intercepted at the 50-yard line by Harry Yahara. He takes off. He's on the run, and he's all the way down to the 32-yard line. Second turnover of the game, for Granite City. And the big 280-pound, 6'3" Harry Yahara intercepts the ball at midfield and then promptly runs about 20 yards. Well, they're not going to give him as much as they thought they were going to. Oh, now we have a flag on the play. Flag on the play. Unsportsmanlike conduct against the Kahawks. Well, the Kahawks will get to keep the ball. It happened after the play. But that's going to bat Collinsville up 15 yards, and they're pretty much going to set the ball down where the interception happened. It was for throwing the ball. Yeah, Yahara was so excited after he was tackled after the interception that he got up and threw the ball up into the air in celebration, and they penalized him for that. Meanwhile, Zabala back to pass. He looks down the middle. He throws down the middle, and now it's intercepted. So a little interception per interception. Quentin Jackson has it. He's on the far side of the field. He might go all the way, and he is going to go all the way for a touchdown. Kahawk fans looking for a flag for illegal block in the back, but that's not going to happen. So a strange turn of events there. That is going to go down as a 48-yard interception return for a touchdown. By Quentin It comes just 30 seconds into the second quarter. And just like that, it's 14-8. Pending the extra point. Neski in to attempt that, and it is blocked right at the line of scrimmage, so no good on the point after try. So the score will remain 14-8 in favor of Collinsville. I have a feeling this is going to be a battle to the very end. Hey fans, you can support the boys soccer team by purchasing a 50-50 raffle ticket. Tickets are available for purchase during all home games at the Kahok Kickers merchandise table near the concession stand. Tickets are $5 each or $5 for $20. The drawing is held during halftime of the varsity game. That's going to come up on October the 4th. That is going to be senior night, and the winner does not need to be present to win. But if you're already here buying a ticket, why not stick around for a little while? So Collinsville still leading 14-8. They were up 14-0 at one point. Throw in a safety and an interception return for a touchdown, a missed extra point, and there you have a 14-8 score. Troy Garcia is going to place the ball down at the 40-yard line. He's set to kick it off. Back deep, you have Cornelius Walker and Matt Hill. Hill has 7 kickoff returns this year for 134 yards, averaging 19 per return. As Garcia puts a boot into it, and he's aiming it right for Hill, and Hill drops it at the 15, picks it up, takes off running, has a man out in front, but he's going to try to reverse field, and that's going to cost him, and he is going to be dropped at the 12-yard line. So Collinsville will start off there. 1st and 10. As the referees are going to mark the ball down at the 13. Yes. So 1st and 10. Collinsville from their own 13-yard line. O'Fallon and East St. Louis going at it tonight. O'Fallon leads 14-6. O'Fallon looking to stay perfect at 6-0. East St. Louis is 3-2 after beating the Kahawks last week. Here's a handoff to Mayweather. Mayweather tries the right-hand side. We have a flag on the play. This is probably going to come back as Mayweather is knocked out of bounds in front of his own bench at the 35-yard line, but the flag was thrown in that vicinity that usually constitutes holding, but it's not going to be holding. It's going to be offensive pass interference. How can it be pass interference on a handoff? I don't understand. The ball was handed off right away. It wasn't like it was a play fake and then a handoff. It was a straight handoff. Now they're going to call it holding. Okay. Now we get our signals right. It is holding against Collinsville. So that is going to back them up all the way to the 6-yard line. It'll be 1st and 15 for the Kahawks. They lead 14-8, but strange things have been happening lately. Collinsville's Harry Yahara intercepted the ball, but on the very next play, Connor Zabala threw an interception to Quentin Jackson, but Quentin Jackson took it to the house. Here's a handoff to Mayweather once again. Once again, he tries the right-hand side. He gets around the 10 all the way to the 15 and back up toward the original line of scrimmage. Matter of fact, they're going to give it to him right at the 15. So that'll bring up a 2nd down and about 8 to go for a 1st down for the Kahawks as they bring the ball up to their 15-yard line. We do thank all of y'all for listening and hanging out with us online during these broadcasts on Friday nights for the Kahawks and their football team. We've been getting well over 1,000 viewers per game. Some folks watch it later, and we appreciate that too. Here's another handoff to Mayweather. He slips. He barely gets across the line of scrimmage to about the 17-yard line, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. And about 6 to go for a 1st down if Collinsville wants to continue this drive. 10:15 left to play here in the second quarter. 14-8 in favor of Collinsville. Both of these teams looking for their first win. Berkla into the game. Lines up as a wide receiver on the far side. Joining him is going to be Kennedy Mayweather, Zach Mathis, and on the near side, Philando Wilkinson. Back to passes Zabala. He overthrows it, and it was intended for Zach Mathis. And I think Zabala let it go just a little bit too quick, and plus had a little bit too much on it. It went right over the head of Mathis, and Mathis turned around to look for the ball right as the ball was going over his head. So a little mistiming on the timing pattern. That'll bring Philando Wilkinson in to punt. Had a beautiful punt his first time inside the 20-yard line. And Granite City could not do anything with it. They went 3 and out. Second punt of the night for Wilkinson. This one needs to be a beauty, too. He's going to be kicking it from about the 5-yard line. Back deep is Quentin Jackson. Or, excuse me, that's Cuthrell, and he is going to call for a fair catch. He's not even going to get close to being able to catch that ball. As it rolls east to west, right about the 45-yard line. Referees are going to mark it down at the 46-yard line. 9:36 left to play, quarter number 2. 14-8 in favor of Collinsville. In case you're just joining us, welcome. Collinsville scored 14 seconds into the game after Jeremy Collins of Granite City fumbled the opening kickoff. Collinsville jumped on it at the 30-yard line. One play later, Zabala hit Wilkinson in the end zone for a 30-yard touchdown. Collinsville made it 14-0, and now it's 14-8. Here is a run, nicely done, along the left side by Austin Cuthrell. Gained about 9 on the play. That's going to bring up a second down and 1 to go for Granite City. They started this drive inside Collinsville territory at the 46-yard line. Now they stand on the 37-yard line. Daly in shotgun once again. He's going to hand it off once again, and this one is going to go to Narvez. And Narvez, he tries the outside. He has some room. He busts a couple of tackles, and he's all the way down to the 10. They're going to mark it down at the 11, but that's going to move the sticks. It'll be 1st and 10 for Granite City. They can pick up another first down at the 1-yard line. 6:40 left to go in the first quarter. It was a 43-yard run by Kennedy Mayweather. That was on the first play of the third possession for Collinsville. So they've scored on the first play of 2 of their first 3 possessions in this one, but now they're holding on. Was 14-0, now 14-8. Spread formation once again. Here's the handoff. It's going to go straight up the gut. And gaining a yard on the play was Austin Cuthrell. And that's going to bring up second down and 9 to go on Collinsville's 10-yard line. Granite City looking to even things up or quite possibly take the lead if they can get it in the end zone. Second down and 9 from Collinsville's 10. Split backs on either side of Daly. Here is the handoff, and slipping and falling is Devin Narvez right at the line of scrimmage. That's one thing that nobody really thought of about this artificial turf. When you get a little bit of moisture in the air on these cool September, almost October nights, it could be a little slick out there. That'll bring up a 3rd and 9 now for the Warriors. Perry Grimes lines up as a wide receiver on the near side. On the far side, Jeremy Collins. Split backs once again on either side of Jake Daly. 3rd down and 9. Daly's going back to pass. He looks to his left. He throws to his left. And a nice juggling catch there by Devin Narvez. And Walker almost ripped that ball out of his hands. It's not going to be enough for a first down. Granite City's going to go for it. The ball is going to be on the 6-yard line. So it's going to be 4th down. And about 5 to go for first down for Granite City. They can get a first down at the 1. And now we are going to have Austin Cuthrell as the only running back. Two wide receivers on either side of this formation for the Warriors. Fourth down. Here's the snap. Daly back to pass. He looks in zone. He finds in zone, and he has a man wide open. And that was a touchdown by Quentin Jackson. And right now we are tied 14-14, depending on the extra point try here by Granite City. So Collinsville's 14-0 lead has vanished. And right now we're tied. Boy, Quentin Jackson was wide open in the end zone just at the last second. One of the Collinsville defenders got there, but it just was not in time to block it out of there. Brian Nevsky in for the extra point try. He missed his first one. Here's a snap, ball down, kick is up, and this one is going to be good. So Granite City takes their first lead, 15-14, with 7:13 left to play here in this second quarter. This KahokSportsNetwork.com broadcast is brought to you by the Redmond Insurance Agency. Their approach, based on honesty, integrity, and timely service, has always been and continues to be simple, down to earth, and straightforward. This way the client is assured of both competitive rates and superior service. Redmond Insurance Agency, taking care of your life and family for 3 generations. You can contact Kai or Bogey Redmond, and you can do that online. Just visit RedmondAgency.com. That's all one word, RedmondAgency.com. Nothing lined up for a halftime guest for you tonight, so we are just going to let you jam out to the fine tunes of the Collinsville Kahok Marching Band. And Peyton Blaylock will be on here to talk about some upcoming things going on as well, but mostly we're going to let the Collinsville Kahok Marching Band entertain you for halftime. Give them a little loving in the spotlight. Set to kick it off is Troy Garcia. Back deep, Walker and Hill. Garcia puts a boot into it, aims it for the sideline, and Hill takes it at about the 15-yard line to the 20. He cuts it up to the 25 and barrels his way across the 30 and lands at about the 34-yard line. So Collinsville will start there, 1st and 10 from their own 34-yard line, now trailing in this game for the first time tonight, 15-14. They've had some things go their way, such as the opening kickoff being fumbled. Very next play, touchdown. Collinsville went 3 and out on their next possession. Their third possession was a one-play touchdown as well. A 43-yard run by Kennedy Mayweather. Collinsville then, guilty of holding in the end zone, gave Granite City 2 points, and since then, Granite City has managed to add some more points onto the board. Here's a handoff to Mayweather, and Mayweather brings it right up the middle and gains about 3 on the play. So Collinsville now trails 15-14. Quentin Jackson scored the last touchdown. And the snap, Zabala takes the high snap, he throws, and he's got a man open. That is Walker on the far side. Walker is going to ramble his way to a first down. He gets to the 45-yard line, so that'll move the chains for Collinsville. (15-14) in favor of Granite City. Both teams looking for their first win of the year. Someone is going to walk away from this game with one of those under the W column. Wide receivers, Walker and Philando Wilkinson line up on the near side. The handoff goes to Mayweather. Mayweather is going to break it around the right side. He has some blockers in front of him. Then he barrels over one of the Granite City players. And now we're going to have a flag on the play as there was a late hit. Personal foul against Granite City after the play was over. Someone took out Drew Pikey. Mayweather got about 6 on the play, and the foul happened after the play, so they're going to add 15 yards to the end of that 6-yard run, and that is going to put Collinsville deeper into Granite City territory. They would have been in Warrior territory anyway at around the 47-yard line after the nice run by Mayweather. Tack on the 15-yarder. It is now 1st and 10 for Collinsville on Granite City's 31-yard line. 6 minutes left to go here in the second quarter. Wilkinson and Mayweather line up on the near side. And Zabala is going to go back to throw. He's on the run, and he throws to an empty part of the field where Philando Wilkinson was the closest to it. That ball was probably closer to being intercepted than it was being caught by one of the Kahawks. Zabala was on the run, rolled out to his right-hand side, and threw the ball under some pressure. 2nd down and 10 for Collinsville from the Granite City 31-yard line. Collinsville looking to get back on top in this one. They were up 14-0. Now they trail 15-14. Walker and Wilkinson line up on the far side this time. Wilkinson's in the slot. Double backs. Handoff is going to go to Mayweather. Mayweather is going to slip and fall down. He's going to get back up, and he is going to at least get back to the line of scrimmage when he could have been tackled for a loss there after slipping and falling. I think this artificial turf is getting a little slick in the cool nighttime air. That'll bring up 3rd down and 10 now for Collinsville. Okay, we'll call it 3rd and 11. Loss of 1 on the play. Walker over to the far side. In the slot, Zach Mathis, the tight end. In the near side slot, it's Mayweather. Wilkinson is going to take the catch, though. He's going to get it down to about the 22-yard line. Going to be close to a 1st down, but still about a yard short. So we'll see if Collinsville wants to go for it here. Zabala stays out there. Wilkinson out there as well, but he is also the punter. We'll call it 4th and 2 from the 22-yard line. Well, looks like it's at the 22 and the yard marker's at the 21. I'm going to call it 4th and 1. Here's the snap. Zabala will not have a chance to do anything. We have a false start against Collinsville. That might change things up a little bit for the Kahawks. Or not. Still no movement from the sideline as far as special teams are concerned, so it looks like they're going to go for it anyway. It'll be 4th down and 6 now. Ball on the Granite City 27-yard line. Wilkinson lines up on the near side, and the slot next to him is Mayweather. Mathis and Walker occupy the wide receiver spots on the far side. Here is a pass that was intended for Mathis, and Mathis has the ball knocked away from him, and he goes yelling at the referee that there was a face mask there. But the referee said, nope, not the case, son. And a turnover on downs now as Granite City will get the ball back on their own 27-yard line. Well, I think what hurt them the most was that false start call. They probably had a run planned for the 1 yard they needed to get the 1st down until the penalty cost them 5 yards. Then they had to go to the pass play. Zabala saw Mathis standing there wide open, but he double pumped. And I think that double pump cost him. I think if he would have thrown it on the first try, it would have got there and it would have been a 1st down. So Daly and company back out onto the field for the Warriors. They start 1st and 10 from their own 27-yard line. And the handoff goes to Austin Cuthrell right up the middle, and he gains about 3 or 4 on the play. 4:10 left to play here in this first half. 15-14 in favor of Granite City. In shotgun, empty backfield, Jake Daly, the Granite City Warriors quarterback. 3 wide receivers on the near, 2 on the far. 2nd down and 6. Here's the snap. Daly back to pass, looks down the middle, throws down the middle, has a man wide open. Once again, that is Quentin Jackson, and Jackson into Collinsville territory all the way down at the 41-yard line. "30-yard pass play from Jake Daly to Quentin Jackson. Jackson already has a touchdown. Matter of fact, he has 2. He got 1 on defense on an interception that was returned for a touchdown. And he was on the receiving end of a Daly pass on the last one. Oh, Daly just got murdered in the backfield. He was slammed. It was a good, clean, perfect hit by Nick Reichert as the ball fell incomplete all the way down at the 20-yard line. But, boy, Daly's feeling that one still. That stung. I don't think anyone touched Nick Reichert on the way to Jake Daly on that play. 3:38 left to play here in the first half. After the stop on the incomplete pass, the clock will start back up as it does now on the play, and a handoff right up the gut to Devin Narvez. And Narvez gets a couple on the play. And that's going to bring up third down and long. East St. Louis has tied things up against O'Fallon. 14-14 in that game. 15-14 in this game. O'Fallon looking to go to a perfect 6-0 on the season. And that would also mean that they would be a perfect 4-0 in the conference. Daly back in shotgun. 3rd and 10 for the Granite City Warriors. Austin Cuthrell, the lone setback. Daly is going to go back to pass. He's looking for Jackson once again, and this time he's going to throw it a little short. So that'll bring up 4th down. We will see what Granite City wants to do here. They don't seem like they want to punt the ball very much. Coming in, Garcia had 14 punt attempts. Or excuse me, make that 16. So it looks like Granite City's going to go for it on the Collinsville 38-yard line. Double tight end formation, and now we're going to have another penalty against Collinsville. Luckily this time it wasn't a 4th and 4, it was a 4th and 10, so it's not going to give Granite City a first down, but it may change the way they think about this next play. They had a double tight end formation set up on that one with one lone setback, and they're going to stay with that formation. Cuthrell is the lone setback. Daly in shotgun. 4th and 5 now from the Collinsville 34-yard line. Granite City taking their time, seeing if they can draw them off sides one more time. Here is the snap. The handoff goes to the man in motion, and that was Jeremy Collins, and Collins was knocked out of bounds at about the 32-yard line. So a turnover on downs. Kahawks will get the ball back. 2 minutes and 40 seconds left here in this first half. They have all 3 of their timeouts left as the Kahawks look to get back on top of this one before halftime rolls around. All right, here we go. Zabala in shotgun. Burks and Mayweather are your setbacks. 26 would be Philando Wilkinson lined up as a wide receiver, but they hand it off to Mayweather. Mayweather stops, starts, zigs, zags, and gets a first down as he is knocked out of bounds at the 44-yard line, but that'll move the chains. With 2:32 left to play here in the first half, that'll also stop the clock as the chains move. Collinsville led this one 14-0, now trail 15-14, but they're on the move. Walker lines up on the far side, Wilkinson in the slot. Mayweather and Burke stand back with Zabala. The handoff goes to Mayweather, another zigzag move, and into midfield, and a flag on the play, back into that holding territory, and it is holding against the Kahawks. Now the Collinsville Kahawk fans want a unsportsmanlike conduct call as well, I don't even have a number 62 on Granite City's team, so I have no idea who that is. He's a big boy, whoever he is, and he took out Drew Pikey after the play was over, but apparently no one saw that one. Penalties have been a big thorn in the side of the Collinsville Kahawks all season. Walker and Mathis line up on the far side as receivers. Mayweather and Wilkinson on the near side. Burks is the lone setback. He stands to the left of Zabala. Zabala takes the snap, throws to Wilkinson on the near sideline, right in front of his bench, and gets back up to the 44-yard line. That's going to bring up third and about 15 to go for a first down. Again, we're going to bring you the musical stylings of the Collinsville Kahok Marching Band here at halftime. 2 wide receivers far, 2 near. Back to pass is Zabala. He torches a rainbow down the sideline, but he overthrows his intended receiver, Philando Wilkinson. He's got a nice arm on him, does Zabala. Had a little too much air underneath that one. 1:58 left to play here in this first half. 15-14 in favor of Granite City. Collinsville needs a first down to keep this drive alive. It's 3rd and 15 from their own 39-yard line. Walker and Wilkinson go to the far side of the field. Wilkinson's in the slot. And now we have movement again by Collinsville on the line. Really before anything got set up. So that'll back Collinsville up to another 3rd down and 20. They need to get to the 46-yard line of the Granite City Warriors to keep this drive alive and keep the chains moving. Here we go, 3rd and 20 from their own 34-yard line. Once again, Walker and Wilkinson line up as your wide receivers on the far side. Wilkinson in the slot. Here's the snap. It's going to be a handoff to Mayweather. Mayweather puts on a nice spin move, bounces off of one tackler, reverses field, now goes backwards, now forwards. Now he's going to get wrapped up at the 35-yard line. So after all that running, he gains about a yard on the play. So that's going to bring up 4th down and about 19 to go for a first down. That was a lot of running and not a lot of yardage gain. Warriors take a timeout. That'll be their last timeout. They want to get the ball back here and see if they can get themselves some more points on the board before halftime. Let's go ahead and thank Her Funeral Homes. They've been a proud supporter of the Collinsville Kahok athletic programs for generations. They wish all the young men and women athletes continued success in this 2012-2013 season. Good luck from your friends at the Her Funeral Home. They're located in Collinsville, Caseyville, and their Sunset Hill Funeral Home and Cemetery in Glen Carbon. In Collinsville, you can call 344-0187. In Caseyville, 344-1151. And the Sunset Hills Funeral Home and Cemetery at 656-3220. Or you can visit their website, herfuneral.com. 1:33 left to play here in this first half. 4th down and 19 for Collinsville as they get set to punt the ball to the Granite City Warriors. Back deep is James Myers, a 5'7", 165-pound senior for Granite City. Philando Wilkinson set to punt. Right now he stands on his 22. By the time he lets it go, he'll be on the 25. Here's the snap. Here's the kick. It's high, and it is deep, and it is going to land out of bounds right about the 22-yard line. They're going to mark it at the 23-yard line. So Granite City will have the ball 1st and 10 from their own 28-yard line. And they will have 1 minute and 25 seconds to see if they can put some more points up on the board. They have no timeouts left. In shotgun, Jake Daly. 2 wide receivers on the far, 2 on the near. Collinsville short some players, and here's a handoff, and it goes to the back man. Now they get the guy out there as Lionel Burks runs out there after the play was over, so Collinsville only had 10 players on the field for that play. It was a gain of 4 by Narvez. Narvez and Cuthrell are in the backfield. Here is the handoff. This one's going to go to Cuthrell, and he is going to be close to a first down. About a yard short. That'll bring up 3rd and 1 from their own 38-yard line. So a big third down here once again for Collinsville and for Granite City. Final 30 seconds. Again, Granite City cannot stop the clock. 2 wide receivers on the far side, 1 on the near side. Split backs on either side of Daly. Here's a snap and a handoff. So it looks like really Granite City just wanted to run out the clock. The give is to Navarez, and he is going to get a first down close to midfield. And as soon as the chains move, the clock will start. And there's only 10 seconds left, so chances are Granite City will not run another play. Now the clock starts, and Granite City will do just that. They will let the clock run out. So, after 1/2 of play, it is Granite City 15 and your Collinsville Kahawks 14. It is halftime, and again, coming up at halftime, we'll hear from the Collinsville Kahawk Marching Band.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
It's okay to buy and sell real estate again. And we're here to help you with a large network of caring professionals serving the entire Metro East area and beyond. Whether buying or selling, for all your real estate needs, call Alliance, RE/MAX Alliance.
Good evening, Kahok Nation. This is Peyton Blaylock. Before we start our halftime show, which will be the Collinsville Kahawks Marching Band doing a performance, we would like to thank 3 of our newest sponsors. First off, is your child disorganized, struggling, or falling behind in school? We found a way to help. The High School Guide Notebook. The High School Guide Notebook is a system created by retired Lieutenant Colonel William Ford that has been a tremendous impact on young students like your child. The High School Guide Notebook can not only help your child get back on the right path, but it can also help them succeed. Text HSGN to 556-78 for more information. We'd also like to thank the Collinsville Sports Store, who has been a staple in the CHS sports community for years. They have just arrived. New spirit wear, Anaplex, Kahawk hoodies, personalized embroidered items are always available. There are also always specials on kids' sports shoes. Go visit your friends Donna and Jerry Jesse at the Collinsville Sports Store at 2211 Vandalia Street in Collinsville. And we would also like to thank Studio 51 Photography and Design. iPhones, point-and-shoot cameras, everybody's got a camera. But do they really know how to use it? Studio 51 Photography and Design offers photography you can trust, with a photographer who knows what he's doing. You can't get the biggest moments in your life back. Trust those moments to Studio 51 Photography and Design. Call 1314-561-7761. Call them now to book your session, no matter what the occasion, or check them out on Facebook. These days, everybody has a camera, but for life's big moments, use a photographer you can trust. Studio 51 Photography and Design. All right, those are our 3 biggest sponsors. I'm going to go ahead and have us just point and shoot to the CHS Marching Kahawks, and enjoy.
Now, please welcome the 2012 Marching Kahawks performing this year's program entitled The Rise of the Machine. The Marching Kahawks took 3rd place at the Metro East Marching Classic at O'Fallon and will be competing at the McHenry Preview of Champions tomorrow at 3:45 p.m. Collinsville High School, you may now take the field for your performance. Kahok Marching Band.
If you subscribe to the crazy notion that the financial goals of a lifetime deserve more than a 10-minute chat,
if you have the nerve to believe your call is important to us, should actually be the truth.
If you believe your financial advisor should listen as much as he speaks.
Join the nearly 7 million investors who think like you do. FaceTime and Think Time make a difference.
Join us.
At Edward Jones, it's how we make sense of investing.
Kahok Stadium. Welcome back to Kahok Stadium after one half of play. 15-14 in favor of the Granite City Warriors as we get close to starting the second half, and this is why Collinsville deferred after winning the toss, so they can have the ball back just in case you're down. Gives you first crack at trying to regain the lead. So let's hope the Kahawks can do that. Let's take a look at the first half stats, shall we, for Collinsville. Kennedy Mayweather got all of the carries, 11 of them for 81 yards. As far as the passing goes, Connor Zabala was 5 of 9 for 66 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception. The receivers targeted. Cornelius Walker gets a catch for 8 yards, and Philando Wilkinson 4 catches for 58 yards. Unfortunately, the Kahawks have been penalized 9 times for 71 yards. One of those, of course, was a safety, a holding call in the end zone that, as of right now, has given Granite City their lead, although at the time it was 14-0, and that made it 14-2. But when you're down by 1, you have to look back at the reason you're down by 1. That safety would have something to do with that. For the Granite City Warriors, Devin Narvez has 9 carries for 60 yards. Jeremy Collins has 1 carry for 2 yards. The quarterback tried to punch it into the end zone and couldn't, but he got a yard for his effort. That would be Jake Daly. And Austin Cothrell has 12 carries for 60 yards. Jake Daly, as far as the quarterbacking goes, is 5 of 11 for 49 yards. He also has 1 touchdown and 1 interception. The receivers catching those Jake Daly passes. Quentin Jackson, 3 catches for 36 yards. Perry Grimes has a couple of catches for 2 yards. And Narvaez actually has a pass in there for 5 yards, so that would equal 6 for 11 instead of 5 for 11. And the penalties for Granite City, just 2 for 20 yards. So once again, penalties playing a big key here in this contest for the Collinsville Kahawks. We're ready to go here in quarter number 3. Garcia sets the ball down at the 40-yard line. He will kick the ball off, back deep. You have Cornelius Walker as well as Matt Hill. Just in case, your up men would be Jordan Miller, and this one is going to head out of bounds. That's going to be a flag, so Granite City will now have 3 penalties in this contest as Collinsville will take over. 1st and 10 from their own 40-yard line. No time off the clock, so still a brand spanking shiny new 12 minutes up on the scoreboard here at Kahawk Stadium. 15-14 in favor of Granite City. As soon as we get any more updates from the O'Fallon East St. Louis game, we'll pass those along to you. Right now, the St. Louis Cardinals, as I was talking to my boss today about, I was a little afraid of the lack of offense the Cardinals have been showing lately. 9-1 in the second inning at home against the Washington Nationals as the Cardinals try to gather that last playoff spot. Here's a handoff right off the bat. Line of scrimmage, the 35-yard line. I may have misspoken earlier and said the 40. Loss of 2 on the play. That's going to bring up 2nd down and 12. So Cardinals only in the second inning, or actually after 2 innings, heading into the third now, leading 9-1. 5 runs in the first inning, 4 runs in the second inning. And I hear that Homer Bailey for the Cincinnati Reds is 3 outs away from completing a no-hitter as Cincinnati defeating Pittsburgh right now 1-0 in the 9th. Flag on the play on this one. It's going to be another false start. Collinsville is going to get penalized for their 10th time tonight. And if they're not careful, they're going to eclipse 100 yards in penalties. 11:28 left to play in the third quarter. 15-14 in favor of the Granite City Warriors. Collinsville trying to get something going here. It's now 2nd down and 17. Ball on their own 28-yard line. This quarter started with them getting the ball 1st and 10 from their own 35-yard line. Zabala back in shotgun. Looks to Wilkinson's side, throws to Wilkinson, and it's going to be incomplete. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 17 now for Collinsville. Rams have Seattle at home this week, looking to even their record out at 2-2. At the Ed Jones Dome. Shotgun once again for Zabala. He has Walker and Wilkinson lined up on the far side. He rolls out to his left. He's looking to pass. He throws on the run to Walker, and Walker drops it. Walker had the ball at about the 41-yard line and then had some open territory in which to run afterwards, and he just dropped it. Flat out dropped it. 4th down now for Collinsville. From their own 28-yard line, they're going to have to punt. So 3 and out for the Kahawks on their first possession of the second half. Back deep, Devin Narvez stands at his own 35-yard line. By the time Wilkinson puts a leg into this one, he'll be at the 25. It's a nice end-over-end kick. It's going to be missed by Navarez, and it's going to be jumped on by Collinsville. And they're going to wait to see if they're going to say, oh, they do. They do. And Devin Narvez, as soon as that ball went through his arms, he said he didn't touch it, and he's still pleading his case. And now, well, referees aren't even going to talk about it. A turnover for Granite City. That's going to give the Kahawks 1st and 10 from the Granite City Warriors' 29-yard line. So a big break there for Collinsville. After they went 3 and out, they get the ball back deep into Warrior territory. Zabala in shotgun. He's going to go back to pass. He looks to his right. Now he's going to have to take off running with it. He does so. He has a little bit of room. Down to the 20. Down to the 15 he goes. Actually looked like he was holding somebody's hand as he was running down the field. Like, come with me. I'll show you the way. Nice run for the junior quarterback for Collinsville, Connor Zabala, all the way down to the 16-yard line. Gain of about 15 on the play. Zabala in shotgun once again. He has Mayweather and Wilkinson on the near side. Walker on the far. He's aiming toward Walker. In the corner of the end zone. That ball is caught. Touchdown! So Walker makes up for the dropped one on the drive that went 3 and out and catches a 16-yard pass from Connor Zabala to regain the lead 20-15. The Kahawks looked like they were going to go for 2, and as a couple of players run off, now Zabala's going to run back out there, so they are going to go for 2. Try to give themselves that touchdown lead. 10:28 left to play. 16-yard pass to Walker in the deep corner of the end zone. Flag on the play, as this play is probably going to be called back, and the pass is incomplete. It's going to be against Collinsville. They're going to look at Granite City and see if they want to decline it, and they do. So it's going to stay 20-15. The ball was on the ground in the end zone, so even if the receiver would have caught it, then Granite City would have taken the penalty and made the Kahawks try it again. But even if there was no infraction, it wouldn't have counted. So that's back where we are right now. 20-15 in favor of Collinsville. Well, let's go ahead and thank some more of our sponsors, such as All Pro Tees. They have all kinds of Kahawk apparel and will do custom apparel orders as well. Mike and Michelle Riker are proud supporters of the Kahawks. That's All Pro Tees. They're located to my right, about 4 blocks. All Pro Tees. So, Collinsville back out on top after a muffed punt by Devin Narvez. He says he didn't touch it, but the referees disagreed. Collinsville took over. Took him a couple of plays, but it ended up as a 16-yard touchdown catch for Cornelius Walker into the deep corner of the end zone on the far side. Missed 2-point conversion, 20-15. Here's the ensuing kickoff. It's taken at the 15-yard line, almost stepping out of bounds, was James Myers, but he didn't, and now he's on the run. He's in front of the Kahawk bench. He's only got a couple of guys to beat, and a nice tackle by the kicker, and helped out by Jamal Wellmaker to keep Granite City from reaching the end zone on a nice run by James Myers. Myers caught the ball at about the 15-yard line. A run back of 54 yards will put his team into Collinsville territory at the Kahok 31, 1st and 10. Jake Daly in shotgun once again. His lone setback is Austin Cuthrell. He's going to hand it off to Cuthrell. He tries the middle. He barrels his way through the line of scrimmage and gets it close to the 25-yard line. They're going to knock him or spot him down at the 27-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd down and about 6 to go for a 1st down after the gain of 4. 10 minutes left to play here in the 3rd quarter. Collinsville leads 20-15. They looked a gift horse in the mouth after scoring a touchdown. The ensuing kickoff was ran back 52 yards by James Myers, and now Granite City knocking on the door. Here is the handoff. This one is going to go nowhere as Narvez is knocked back for, well, they're going to give him a yard on it. So that'll bring up 3rd and 5 for Granite City from Collinsville's 26-yard line. A couple more stops. Collinsville can get the ball back. Wide receivers, 2 on the far side. Quentin Jackson and Perry Collins. One on the near side is Perry Grimes. Into the slot moves Narvez. Back to pass goes Daly. He looks middle. He throws middle. He has a man, but it's tipped at the last second there by Max Lyons, the freshman for Collinsville. That was intended for Quentin Jackson. And that's going to bring up 4th down and 5 for Granite City, and I'm sure they're going to go for it. 9:05 left to play here in the 3rd quarter. 20-15. Collinsville out front. Both teams looking for their first win. Grimes lines up on the near side. On the far side, Quentin Jackson. In the slot, Narvez. Your lone setback is Cuthrell, but they're going to pass this one, I'm sure. Well, first Granite City is going to try to draw them off sides. Collinsville looking like they want to show blitz. Now they're backing off. Back to passes. Daly, he's going to get sacked for a loss. Huge play there by Harry Yahara, who had an interception earlier in the game. Now Yahara doesn't have a ball to throw, so they won't flag him for unsportsmanlike conduct for excessive celebration. But he came walking off the field just as happy as he was when he made that interception. All 280 pounds of him. So Collinsville will get the ball in better territory than they would have had it if it would have been just a regular failed 4th down conversion. Walker lines up on the far side. In the slot is Mayweather. Mathis lines up in the same slot on the far side of the near side of the field. Wilkinson on the near sideline, and a pass just through the hands of Zach Mathis. Probably would have came out of bounds with it if he would have caught it, but nevertheless, good try by both the quarterback and the receiver. 2nd down and 10 for Collinsville. Ball is on their own 35-yard line. It got chilly out here. Feels like it's about to turn to October. Here comes Wilkinson on the near sideline, right in front of his bench. In the slot next to him is Walker. Here is the snap. It's a handoff to Mayweather. Mayweather is in a little bit of trouble. He gets out of it. He spins. He's still moving forward, and he's going to get some positive yardage out of it. About 3 up to the 38-yard line. And Collinsville will be looking at a 3rd down and about 7 to go for a 1st down. 8.5 minutes to play here in quarter number 3. Collinsville leading 20-15. Collinsville led 14-0. Granite City got a safety thanks to a holding call in the end zone that made it 14-2. They rattled off a couple of touchdowns after that, missed an extra point. That made it 15-14 at half. Granite City was up by 1. Here's Zabala on the run. He is going to take off, and he's going to run out of room before he's knocked out of bounds, and the Kahawks will have to punt. So we went to the locker rooms with Granite City up 15-14. Collinsville went 3 and out on the ensuing kickoff, but on the punt, Devin Narvez let it go through his hands and actually hit part of him. So say the referees. Collinsville took over, and a 16-yard touchdown pass from Zabala to Walker has given Collinsville back their lead. It's now 20-15. Philando Wilkinson back to punt. Back to take this punt is James Myers instead of Narvez. Here is the punt. It's high and it's deep. Wilkinson's had a great night punting the ball. Here is Myers, taking the ball at the 10-yard line. A couple of would-be tacklers missed him. And Myers went up to about the 29-yard line. First, Jordan Miller missed. Then Nick Reichert missed Myers. Myers got away and got a pretty good gain out of it, but it doesn't matter. It's going to be a holding call against Granite City, so that'll knock them back a little farther. Well, is it time to buy a house again, whether buying or selling? For all of your real estate needs, call RE/MAX Alliance, serving Kahok country and beyond. 345-2111. Or you can visit them on the web at metroeastliving.com. Did I hear that right? Edwardsville 7, Belleville East 0. Edwardsville 7, Belleville West 0. So I almost heard it right. Granite City has the ball 1st and 10 from their own 19-yard line. Here is a handoff that goes to Cuthrell, and he gets it across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So a pickup of 2 on the play. Oh, that'll be a 2nd down and about 8 to go for a 1st down for Granite City. Granite City trails by 5. 7.5 minutes to go here in quarter number 3. I'm Todd Duke. Glad you're with us on KHOKSportsNetwork.com. As always, thank you very much. Here is a handoff. It's going to go to Narvez. Narvez, he tries the right side, gets across the line of scrimmage, and has a little bit of a sweep play out to the right side, and he's going to get a 1st down. To the 31-yard line, the referees are going to mark it. That's a gain of 10 on the play. Granite City moves the chains. Coming up on 7 minutes to play here in the 3rd quarter. Jake Daly in shotgun once again. And now we have movement on the line. And once again, Collinsville is probably going to get called for encroachment, as Yohara is pointing to the other side, saying it was them that moved. But referee said, no, it was not, sir. So 1st and 5 now for Granite City as the ball is moved up to the 36-yard line. So a lot shorter of yardage to pick up the 1st down for the Granite City Warriors. Daly takes it and hands it right off to Cuthrell. Cuthrell gets it to the 40-yard line. He'll be a yard short of the 1st down. That'll bring up 2nd down and 1. Let's go ahead and thank Orchard Shell. They're family owned and operated since 1968. Complete auto care, U-Haul, and of course, as always, friendly, courteous customer service every time. OrchardShell.com is where you will find them on the internet. 2nd down and 1 for Granite City. 6:20 left to play here. Quarter number 3. Collinsville has a 5-point lead, and once again, Harry Yahara is going to be guilty of a offside call. That'll give Granite City a 1st down, and Yahara is going to head to the sideline. I think he's a little pumped up after an interception and a quarterback sack. Just want to play ball, coach. I just want to play ball. 1st and 10 for Granite City from their own 45-yard line. All kinds of movement this time, but this time I think it's Granite City, and it is.
This time it's illegal movement against Granite City. All start.
6:07 to play here in quarter number 3. That's about 3 penalty flags in the last 4 plays.
1st and 15.
And now Granite City faced with the 1st and 15, ball on their own 40-yard line. On the far side of the field, Quentin Jackson. Cuthrell, he stands right to the left-hand side of quarterback Jake Daly. Here's the snap. Daly's going to go back to pass. He throws it down the middle. He doesn't have anybody open. Nice try on the interception there by Jamal Wellmaker. And I am thinking that if Max Lyons would have turned around and looked in the air for that ball, he might have had a chance to intercept that one as well. Max Lyons, a freshman, in there at free safety for Collinsville. He's back there along with Walker. As we now have a 2nd down and 15. Daly's back to pass. He's getting all kinds of pressure. Ball on the ground, thrown behind the line of scrimmage. Incomplete. That was intended for Perry Grimes, as Daly was getting pressured by 3 different purple jerseys that broke through the line of scrimmage. And it was a good thing that Daly got rid of the ball when he did, or else that would have been a big sack because he had to run back about 10 yards before he finally threw that ball. So that'll bring up a 3rd and 15. Now Grimes lines up on the near side. On the far side, you have Jeremy Collins and Quentin Jackson. Split backs on either side of the quarterback and movement on the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a false start against Granite City. And now it's going to be 3rd and 20 as the ball gets moved back to the 35-yard line.
3rd and 20 for the Warriors.
So we're doing a little penalty flag shuffle. 2 offside calls against Kahawks have now been offset by 2 false start calls against Granite City, and Granite City's now faced with a 3rd and 20. Ball on their own 35-yard line. Daly stays in shotgun, 2 wide receivers on either side. He goes back to pass. He launches the ball near sideline, and it's knocked away on a nice play by Cornelius Walker. Walker did a great job. Good defense there. He was with Narez the whole way. So Granite City will have to punt this time, as Troy Garcia attempts his first punt here in the second half. 5.5 minutes left to play here in quarter number 3. 20-15 in favor of the Kahawks. Looking for their first win, as are the Warriors. Back deep, Cornelius Walker. Here is the kick. It is going to go to the side of the field. A fair catch called for, but they're just going to let it hit the ground. And the ball is going to roll ever so slowly to the 30, make it the 29-yard line of Collinsville. So the Kahawks will start there. 1st and 10 from their own 29. 5:22 left to play here in this 3rd quarter. Let's thank Collinsville Auto Body. Over 30 years of experience, all insurance companies are welcome. 100% satisfaction. Check them out online. All one word, CollinsvilleAutoBody.com. So 1st and 10, Collinsville from their own 29-yard line to start this drive. Here is the snap. Zabala's going to keep. He runs it up the middle. He gets spun around, and he gets spun around in a positive direction. And he's going to pick up about 9 on the play, all the way down to the Collinsville 38-yard line. So there's some positive yardage there for Connor Zabala, who for some reason or another, his running stats were not available. I know they weren't pretty, because he's been sacked a number of times, and those count as rushing plays against a quarterback, unfortunately, for the quarterback. 2 wide receivers on either side of this formation. Mayweather stands next to Zabala, but he's going to go back to pass. He launches the ball down the field. He is looking for Wilkinson. Wilkinson pushes up, but it's intercepted. Intercepted at the 28-yard line by Granite City. And that was Alfie Collins, the 5'9", 160-pound senior defensive back for Granite City. So the second interception on the night for Connor Zabala. First one, however, was returned for a touchdown. At least this one is going to put Granite City at their own 27. 4:38 to play here in quarter number 3. Now Granite City's turn to see if they can capitalize. Split backs on either side of Daly. 2 wide receivers on the far, 1 on the near. The handoff is going to be to Cuthrell. He tries the left-hand side, make that the right-hand side, and cuts through a small opening before it closes up. He gains about 6 on the play. Austin Cuthrell picking up 6. Ball now on the 33-yard line. Same formation. Split backs on either side of Daly. 2 wide receivers on the far, 1 on the near. Here's the snap. This handoff is going to go to Narvez. Narvez puts on a spin move, tries to get his way across the line of scrimmage, finally does. And a little extra effort at the end there got him close to a first down. And they're going to go ahead and call it a first down. One tick under 4 minutes to play here, as the clock will start up once the chains are set down, and that happens right there. So Granite City picks up a fresh set of downs. Daly in shotgun. He has Cuthrell in the backfield with him. Double tight end formation here. Near side is Grimes and Narvez. And here's the snap. It's going to be a handoff to Cuthrell. He is going to barrel his way through the middle of the line of scrimmage for about a yard. Make it 2. Almost to the 40-yard line. All right, now they're going to back it up a little bit. 39-yard line, we will call it. Second down and 9. O'Hara is back in there for Collinsville. On the far side of the field, Quentin Jackson lines up as a wide receiver. You have 3 of the wide receivers on the near side. Daly back to pass. He's going to try the lone out, and it's knocked down. Quentin Jackson went up, knocked it down with his left hand, then tried to catch it with his right hand, but couldn't get a grip on it. It falls to the ground, incomplete. That'll bring up third down and 9 for Granite City. Again, ball on their own 39-yard line. 3:01 left to play here in quarter number 3. Collinsville leads 20-15. Narvez comes out of the slot and joins Daly to the quarterback's left-hand side. He's back to throw. He does so in the middle. It's tipped and it falls incomplete in the middle of the field. That'll bring up fourth down and 9. And we'll see how Granite City wants to play this one. Looks like they're going to punt. Out trots Troy Garcia. Back deep for Collinsville will be Matt Hill and Dylan Johnson. Garcia will stand at his own 26-yard line. He'll kick it from his own 30. He puts a leg into it. It's low. It's a line drive. It's going to hit the ground, and it is going to go out of bounds right around the 35-yard line. Exactly the 35-yard line. So Collinsville will start there. 1st and 10 from their own 35. 2:49 left to play here in the third quarter. Kahawks leading 20-15. Support the Lady Kahawk basketball team and their boosters. You can become a booster today. Head to KahawkSports.com. Click on the Lady Kahawk basketball logo to contact Coach Lori Billy to find out how to support your Lady Kahawk basketball team. Feels like basketball weather out here. Actually, it feels like football weather. Here is Lionel Burks with his first handoff. His first touch of the game. He'll get about 2 yards from the 35 to the 37. Second down, and they're going to call it a 9, or a 1-yard gain. 2:25 left to play here in the third quarter. Collinsville leading 20-15. They have the ball on offense, looking to put some points on the board, maybe before this third quarter comes to a close. Wilkinson lines up as a wide receiver on the near side sideline. Damon Berkla lines up in the slot, and a flag on the play. And we are going to have offsides, Granite City. Well, that's a nice change of pace there. Normally it's a false start on whoever has the ball. It has been the case here tonight a lot. All right, here we go again. Now we have Mayweather lined up in the slot on the near side. Wilkinson on the near side sideline. Mayweather goes into motion. Here's the snap. It's a fake handoff. Now Zabala's going to run with it. And he's going to turn the corner and, takes a big hit right about the 48-yard line and lands at the 50. That's good enough for a first down. And that's a pretty gutsy little run there by Zabala. He leaped, I think, over no one. Hurdled the air right around the 45-yard line and then met head-on with one of the defenders for Granite City at about the 48 and landed himself on the 50. Here once again, Mayweather in the slot, Wilkinson on the near side. On the far side, Mathis in the slot, Berkla lines up as a wide receiver. Zabala's in trouble and he goes down. Perry Grimes got a hold of the shirt and would not let it go. And Zabala's going to have to get some help putting that shoulder pad back underneath his jersey. That's right, all you folks that are a little bit older. Shoulder pad. I says no more. 1:20 left to play here, third quarter. 20-15 in favor of Collinsville. Berkla lines up on the far side. Into the slot is Mathis on the same side. Here's the snap. Rolling out to that side. Zabala, he lets it go. He has a man open. It is Berkla. He catches it. And a nice job holding on to it for Damian Berkla. All the way out to the 44-yard line. That's a pickup of 6 on the play. It's going to be 2nd down and 4 for Collinsville. Final minute of play here in quarter number 3. 3rd and 10. Not even 3rd and 10, 3rd and 4. 3rd and 4 for Collinsville. Now, Berkla lines up in the slot on the near side next to Philando Wilkinson. In the shotgun once again, it is Zabala. He hands off to Mayweather, and Mayweather goes backwards. Loss of 2 on the play. That's going to bring up 4th down for Collinsville, and they are going to punt if they get the play off before the quarter ends. "20 seconds on the play clock, but only a 5-second difference on the game clock, and Collinsville is just going to let the clock run out. So we will head to the 4th quarter. Collinsville leads 20-15. We're back after this timeout. Back at Kahok Stadium, 4th quarter begins. Collinsville will have to punt the ball away. Back deep, Narvaez. They're going to give him another try after a fumble earlier. Ball hits the ground and takes a Collinsville bounce down inside the 15-yard line to about the 13-yard line. So Philando Wilkinson has had a really good night punting the ball. Second one that I can remember that's inside the 20. But he's had a couple of other deep ones, too, that have forced the punt returners back, and one of those was dropped by Devin Narvaez. Actually, must have just nicked his arm or maybe his jersey. It didn't seem from up here that it hit him, and he complained vehemently. But the referee said it did, and they stuck with what they saw, so Collinsville got the ball back, and that's how they took the lead, 20-15 on a 16-yard pass from Zabala to Cornelius Walker. Here is the handoff, goes to Cuthrell. He gets it to the 16-yard line, so a gain of 3 on the play. That'll bring up 2nd down and 7. O'Fallon leading East St. Louis 21-14 as that game heads toward the 4th quarter. Last I heard, Cardinals were still up in their baseball game against the Nationals. Wish I could tell you about some hockey, but they've been locked out. The NHL players has. Here's the handoff to Narvaez, and he gets it to about the 17-yard line, maybe the 18. Pickup of just a couple on the play. Reichert in there with the tackle. And that's going to bring up third down and about 5 to go for Granite City. They're on Collinsville's 18-yard line. Big play here for Collinsville. If they can stop Granite City, they would get the ball back in pretty decent field position. Jake Daly has his running backs split one on each side. 2 wide receivers on the near, 1 on the far. Here is another handoff to Narvez, and he's going to get a first down and a little bit more. So a running play on 3rd and 5 nets Granite City a first down. And he is going to have the first down at around the 26-yard line. We'll call it, as soon as everybody gets out of my way, we'll call it the 27-yard line. 10:29 left to play here in the 4th quarter. Both teams looking for their first victory of the season. Collinsville right now holding the edge 20-15. Wide receivers, 2 on the near, 2 on the far. 1 lone setback is Cuthrell. So now somebody's got to come out of the game because they're missing a shoe for Collinsville. 1 man comes out. Matt Hill comes in. That was Dylan Johnson who lost his shoe. So they reset the game clock, or excuse me, the play clock. It's down to 15, and here's the snap to Daly. He throws it down the middle of the field. He's got a man open. He overthrows him, and it's almost intercepted by Jamal Wellmaker. That's the second time Wellmaker has been close to an interception. That was intended for Quentin Jackson, and it was over Jackson's head. That's going to bring up 2nd down and 10 for Granite City from the Collinsville 28-yard line. 10 minutes and 14 seconds left to play here in the 4th quarter. In shotgun once again is Daly. Narvez lines up as a tight end. Back to pass is Daly. Instead, he hands it off on a delay. Little draw play going on there, and only up to the 25-yard line, so a loss of 2 on the play. Nice job on the tackle by Quaron King. And it is going to be 3rd and 10. Let's thank Pack Mail. They're locally owned. They live in your community. They treat you like your neighbor because guess what? You are. Visit them at 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville. Pack Mail. They will ship anything, anywhere. I'm sure they use the term anything loosely. Wide receivers, 2 on each side of the formation. Back to passes, Daly on 3rd and 10. Here's a throw down the middle, and it's a complete pass to Quentin Jackson. Right around midfield, and he ends up going all the way to midfield after the catch. So another first down for Granite City. 9.5 minutes left to go here in this 4th quarter. Collinsville never wanted it to get this close. They were up 14-0, and it looked like they had all the momentum in the world moving in their direction. And it looked like it could have been a blowout victory as all that took place within the first 10 minutes of the game. 1st and 10, Granite City. Here's the handoff to Cuthrell. Cuthrell, he tries the left side, gets it across the 50, breaks 1 more tackle, and is finally stopped and taken down there by Jordan Miller, or else Cuthrell would have been gone. As it is, he picked up a first down all the way into Collinsville territory to the 41-yard line. That will move the chains. 9:05 left on the clock. Clock will start once the chains are set down. And there's the whistle for that clock to start moving. 9 minutes to go, 20-15. Collinsville has the lead. That lead in jeopardy right now. Granite City on the move at Collinsville's 41-yard line. 1st and 10. Here is the handoff to Narvez. Narvez brings it across the line of scrimmage, picks up about 4 on the play. As Isaiah Gray checks into the game for Collinsville. Out comes Lionel Burks. 8.5 to go, quarter number 4. Collinsville holding on to a 5-point lead. In shotgun once again is Daly. 2 wide receivers on the near, 1 on the far. Daly goes back to pass. He looks to the left-hand side. He throws, off the fingertips of Cornelius Walker. I thought he for sure had an interception there. 3rd down and 7. Upcoming for Granite City. Let's go ahead and thank the Purple Pride. They want you to become a booster of the boys basketball team. You can head to KahokSportsNetwork.com. Click on the picture of Coach Lee. Let him know that you want to become a member of the Purple Pride today. Will not be too long before we'll start talking about the round ball. Flag on the play as this play gets started. Probably going to come back on an offensive holding call against Granite City with 8:12 left to play. Here in the fourth quarter, that was a fourth down play by Granite City. Wouldn't have been enough for a first down if it would have counted, which I don't think it's going to. Referees are talking about it. I think they're talking about ball placement. I'm not sure why, if it's a false start or a hold. It wasn't a false start because they let the play go. I believe this one might be against Collinsville. Still waiting on the call. This one looks like it's going to go against Collinsville because they're going over to talk to the Granite City bench to see what they want to do. Offsides. Somebody must have lined up offsides because I didn't see anybody move. So that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 2 instead of a 3rd down and 7 that it was. And it's a shame because that play was not going to be good enough for a first down. Would have been a turnover on downs. Oh, now we do it again. Almost the whole line moved for Collinsville, and that's going to give Granite City a first down. Penalties are killing the Kahawks. Harry O'Hara comes off again. He was one of the ones guilty of movement up front, but he wasn't alone on that play. Here's the snap. It's going to be a running play to Cuthrell. Cuthrell is going to take it up to the 25-yard line, so a gain of 3 on the play. 7:40 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Kahawks leading 20-15, but again, that lead is in jeopardy. Granite City on the move. This time, helped out by a couple of offside penalties back-to-back. Running back on either side. Handoff is going to go to Narvez. He's going to go nowhere. Right back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 8 to go for Granite City. So Granite City having a little bit of tough time moving the ball here on the ground all of a sudden. Collinsville just needs to stay onside. 3rd and 8. Ball on the Collinsville 26-yard line. Split backs on either side of the quarterback, Jake Daly. 2 wide receivers on the near, 1 on the far, and now Granite City's going to call a timeout. The 2 running backs were talking right in front of the quarterback as the play clock was down to 3 seconds. So Granite City takes a timeout. That gives us time to thank Max Mechanical Contractors. They're a full-service design build mechanical contractor. They primarily serve customers in the eastern Missouri and southern Illinois region. They also follow their national customers to wherever they can be of value. They specialize in design build projects, building automation systems, piping systems, and HVAC repair as well as maintenance. They proudly use members of the Plumbers and Pipe Sitters Union 562 on their installation and service teams. Max Mechanical for your commercial, industrial, HVAC, and mechanical needs. You can contact owner John Blaylock. His number is a 314 number, 550-7955. Again, that is 314-550-7955. So Granite City had to burn a timeout. And they now head back out to the field. 6:42 left to play here in the fourth quarter. 20-15 in favor of Collinsville. Again, both teams looking for their first victory on this season. 2 wide receivers on the near, 1 on the far, split backs on either side of the quarterback, Jake Daly. Here's the snap. And the handoff goes to Narvez. He jumps out of 1 tackle and tries to turn the corner. He does so. He's going to have a first down. And he is finally brought down and put out of bounds by Max Lyons, the freshman. And it's going to be a first down by about a yard, more east to west running for Narvaez than it was north to south, but he did get enough for the first down. And it's going to be at Collinsville's 17-yard line with 6:25 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Collinsville's had spurts of moving the ball on offense tonight, but most of their scores have come on one-strike drives. Here is Narvaez with the pitch. Here's a flag on the play. Down to the 15-yard line goes Narvaez. We'll have to await the flag. I'm not going to speculate this time. I was dead wrong last time. Now it's holding against Granite City. So that'll back them up to the 22-yard line. And the Warriors will have the ball there, first down and 15. 21-20, O'Fallon over East St. Louis. They're in the fourth quarter. Close battle going on there. Clock starts. First down and 19. Okay. I don't know how you can do that. It's a holding penalty. It should be either, 5, 10 yards? And it was first down. It wasn't 1st and 9. But anyway, here's the pass out to the sideline in the flats. And a nice job by Cornelius Walker as he takes down Perry Grimes just as Grimes caught the ball. Well, they're going to give him a couple of yards on it. They're saying there was a fumble on the ball by Grimes, and he recovered it. That's probably the only thing that gave him the 2 yards that he got. Second down and 16 on Collinsville's 23-yard line. Here's another handoff to Navarez, and he's got a little bit of a hole right up the middle all the way down to the 12-yard line. They're saying the ball's loose. Collinsville says they have it. I didn't see a ball come loose, and I don't see the referees saying that it's Collinsville's ball. But they're all huddled talking about it. No fumble on the play, so give Narvaez his 11 yards. That makes it 3rd and 5 from the Collinsville 12-yard line. Need a couple of big stops here. Starts on this one. 3rd down and 5, 4:45 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Split backs on either side of Jake Daly. Wide receiver on the far side is Grimes. On the near side, it is Collins. Into the slot, Jackson. Here's the snap. Here's a handoff. It's going to go to Cuthrell, and Cuthrell is not going to have much room to move. It's going to bring up 4th down. I don't know why, when you need 5 yards, you're going to hand it off and run it up the gut like that. King in on the stop. It's going to bring up 4th down, so big play here for Collinsville's defense as the Kahok fans try to get their team into it. And now that's going to kind of squash all the excitement because Collinsville called a timeout. That gives us time to thank the main attraction. If your hair, skin, or nails are not becoming to you, then you should be coming to the main attraction. They're a full-service salon. They're open 8 to 8 Monday through Friday, 8 to 6 on Saturdays. They're located in Collinsville. Give them a call at 344-3778. Visit them at the Main Attraction Hair Studio. You can go on Facebook and like them as well. And $5 off for all new customers. Check them out online, mainattractionhairstudio.com. 4:07 left to play here in this fourth quarter. 20-15 in favor of the Collinsville Kahawks. Looking for their first victory, but then again, so are the Granite City Warriors. They have the ball, 4th and 3 on Collinsville's 10-yard line. Big 4th down defensive play here. Well, we're at a football game, and while we're at the football game, we want to let you know that the Kahok Boosters would like to thank you for tuning in to tonight's broadcast. You can help support the Kahok football team by becoming a booster member today. Just click the football on the website tell Coach Liljegren that you would like to become a member. Here we go. 4th and 3. Granite City has it on Collinsville's 10-yard line. Need a big stop. 2 wide receivers on either side. Cothrell the lone setback. Here's the snap. Play fake. Back to pass. Daly. He has the ball. Throws it. It's incomplete. Collinsville takes over. That ball was intended for Devin Narvez, and he just couldn't quite get there at the 5-yard line. Would have given his team a first down, but instead Collinsville will take over at their own 10-yard line. And really all Collinsville needs to do is run the ball, but they need to pick up some first downs to keep the chains moving and keep the clock ticking. 2 wide receivers on either side of this formation. Lionel Burks is your lone setback. He's to the left-hand side of Philando Wilkinson. Wilkinson takes the snap. He's going to run it out, and he gets it across the line of scrimmage to about the 12-yard line. So a modest gain there. He ends up running out of bounds. That stops the clock with 3:54 left here in the 4th quarter. 20-15 in favor of Collinsville. Collinsville lost last year at Granite City, 24-21. But back in 2010, when they made the playoffs for only the 3rd time in school history, they won 36-21. That was here at Collinsville, back when they had real grass. Mayweather in motion. Here's the snap to Wilkinson. Wilkinson is going to be once again stopped at the 10-yard line. And now we're going to have a timeout, Granite City. They want to stop the clock, see if they can get this ball back in decent field position. Collinsville is going to have to throw it out of there. They need to move the chains. 3rd down and about 8 to go for a first down. 3:45 left here in the 4th quarter. Collinsville clinging to that 5-point lead, 20-15. With the timeout, that'll give us a chance to thank CMC Electric. They're a full-service electrical contractor located in Collinsville. They serve the entire St. Louis metropolitan area, though. You can count on CMC Electric to provide high-quality service, no matter what size the job. Trust CMC Electric for all of your commercial and residential electric needs. You can give them a call at 345-2008. You can also visit them online. All one word, CMC Electric Inc. .com. That's cmcelectricinc.com. Check out their webpage for more information. 3rd down for the Kahawks. 3:45 left to go here in the 4th quarter. Here's the snap and here's the handoff. This one's going to go to Mayweather. Mayweather tries the right side, has a little bit of room, cuts it up the seam. He's across the 20, first down. All the way to the 25-yard line. A nice pickup of 15 yards there for Kennedy Mayweather. And that will move the chains. Stops the clock momentarily. I think Granite City has one more timeout left. Now the clock will move. 3.5 minutes left to go. And counting. 20 seconds left on the play clock. 20-15 in favor of Collinsville. Trying to run this clock down and get out of here with a victory. Mathis lines up in the slot on the near side. Mayweather does the same thing on the far. Your wide receivers near the sidelines. Walker on the near. Berklaw on the far. Here comes the snap. Here's the handoff. Nope, it's going to be a keeper by Philando Wilkinson. He has some running room. He picks up another first down across the 40-yard line, up to the 42-yard line. First down, Kahawks. He picked up about 15 on that play. 3:05 left to play here in this 4th quarter. Collinsville leads 20-15. Clock begins to tick again. 3 minutes to go. Play clock says 15 seconds. I'd run it down. They got a play clock, and Wilkinson can see it. I'd wait till the last second to snap that ball, run as much time off that clock as you can. Wilkinson in shotgun. Here comes Mayweather in motion. Fake handoff to him. Wilkinson's going to keep. He's going to try the right-hand side. He gets a little room back to the line of scrimmage. Is about all he's going to get when it's finally said and done, though. When you start that run from the shotgun position, You've got to run 3 or 4 yards to get back to the line of scrimmage, and he barely did just that. Clock continues to move. 2:15 left to play here in this fourth quarter. 20-15 in favor of Collinsville. Looking for victory number 1. Right now they have that 5-point lead. 10 seconds left to go on the play clock. Kahawks break the huddle. Berkla and Mayweather line up on the far side. Mathis and Walker line up on the near side. In shotgun, Wilkinson, he hands it off to Burks. Burks, he barrels his way through the line of scrimmage and picks up a good 7 yards on the play. That's going to bring up a third down and about 3 to go for a first down. And now Granite City will call another timeout. Let's go ahead and thank Collinsville Physical Therapy, a family-owned clinic that specializes in providing comprehensive physical therapy services to the Metro East. Let them create an individual experience and allow you to reach your goals. They're open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, 8 to noon on Saturday, with locations in Collinsville and Troy. They are probably near you. Their number, 343-1122, or you can click on over to their website at CollinsvilleEPT.com. That's CollinsvilleEPT.com. Thank you to all of our sponsors. And again, a big thank you to our pregame sponsor, Cullip Jennings. Check them out, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Give them a call at 344-0404 or online, CullipJennings.com. Mike Ogle, if you're listening, we need you back up here in the booth, buddy. Third down and 4 for Collinsville at the 47-yard line. Here's the snap. It is going to be a keeper by Philando Wilkinson. He's going to get a first down and more. He's into the open. He's going toward the end zone. He has to beat one guy, and he does. Touchdown, Kahawks. 1:36 left in the fourth quarter, and Philando Wilkinson runs off a 53-yard quarterback keep that puts Collinsville up for good, 26-15, and the Kahawks will secure their first victory of the 2012 season. Nice job, Philando Wilkinson. That'll ice it away. Extra point is up and good by Josh Calvin. And Collinsville will win their first game of the year. We have 1:36 left on the clock before it's official. But I'm going to go ahead and call it official right now. Try to find out what's going on with the Cardinal game. Oh, wow. The St. Louis Flyers took a 26-21 lead over O'Fallon in the fourth quarter. Flyers trying to hand the Panthers their first loss of the season. Collinsville leads this one, 27-15. Just barely over 90 seconds left to play before they can claim their first victory of the year. That'll make everybody sleep a little better. Bottom of the sixth now. The Cardinal game has moved into, but they're still leading 9-1. They were leading 9-1 after 2. 5 runs in the first, 4 runs in the second. Big, huge win on the horizon there for the Cardinals as the Los Angeles Dodgers got a chance to make up a little ground yesterday while the Cardinals had the day off. Here's a kick. This one's going to go into the end zone, and it's going to be a touchback. So Granite City will start 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line with a minute 36 left on the clock. Next week, we are at those O'Fallon Panthers, and boy, if East St. Louis beats O'Fallon, O'Fallon's going to be mad next week as the Kahawks come into town. Granite City, they will face the other team in that contest as they will head home to face the Flyers. After that, Collinsville has 2 home games left against Belleville East and Edwardsville. Granite City has a game at Alton West Elementary School against the Alton Redbirds, and they finish up the season at Belleville West. Little pass play out to the side, caught by Perry Grimes, but he only got a couple of yards out of it. As the clock continues to run, 1:15 left to play here in the fourth quarter. Daly in shotgun. Back to pass. Looks, throws, incomplete. That was intended for Quentin Jackson, but it really went nowhere near him. Hands in the face of Daly prevented that from happening, but the incomplete pass also stops the clock with the 1:01 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Third and 7 from the Warriors' 23-yard line. Narvez goes into motion. Daly goes back to pass. A little dump-off pass in the flat there to Cuthrell. Cuthrell runs into his own player and stays on his feet somehow or another. Then he's finally taken down after a couple of missed tackles, including one by his own player, all the way out to the 35-yard line. That will move the chains. And as soon as the chains are placed, the clock will run, as it does right now. 50 seconds left to play in this one. Daly back to pass once again. Looks to his right, throws to his right. Has a man open there, and that is Jeremy Collins. Collins started off this game by dropping the opening kickoff. Collinsville recovered it, and one play later, Zabala hit Philando Wilkinson with a 30-yard touchdown pass. Kahawks were off and running. Just a mere 5 minutes later, Kennedy Mayweather had a 43-yard run for a touchdown, and it was quickly 14-0 Collinsville, but they've had to hold on to this one. Pass is complete across midfield to, once again, the aforementioned Jeremy Collins. And that's a first down. That'll move the chains with 33.7 seconds left to play. Here's the snap. Daly back to pass. Tucks it in. Rolls out to his right. Takes a hit, and down he goes. Nice open field tackle there by Nick Reichert. And that's going to do it. 15 seconds left to play here. Granite City's going to try to hurry up and get one more play off. Down to 10 seconds. Well, and once again, we have offside against Collinsville. That'll stop the clock with 6.9 seconds to play. So this will probably be the last play of the game for the Granite City Warriors. They trail by 12. Last time I checked, you can't score 12 all at once. So I am safe to assume that Collinsville will win this one. Harry Yahara comes running back into the game. Right over center. And the Collinsville Kahawks are going to take a timeout. We want to finalize the plans on what everybody's doing afterwards before they let the clock run out. As we mentioned, next week will be in O'Fallon, final road game of the year. We'll be on the air, hopefully at 6:40 with the coaches' pregame show. And then we come back home for battles against Belleville East and Edwardsville. Belleville East coming into tonight's game at 2-3, Edwardsville 4-1. So there's a chance there to maybe upset somebody's playoff chances. As we mentioned, East St. Louis was leading O'Fallon at last check, so O'Fallon, their undefeated mark might go down. Here is the final play of the game. It's going to be a pass all the way downfield. It's going to be intercepted. Actually, it's going to be not the final play of the game. We're going to have one more. 2.7 seconds left on the clock. Interception by Philando Wilkinson all the way down at the 11-yard line, as Collinsville will kneel down, and that'll be the last of this game. Connor Zabala is going to come in and take the ceremonial knee to finish out his night. He's had a pretty good night. We'll try to run down the stats for you if we can. 2.7 seconds to go, and Collinsville can claim their first W of the year. And I'm sure that the kids will be much happier. There's the kneel down, There's the final seconds ticking away. Collinsville wins it 27-15. Nice job by the Kahawks. They scored real early in the game, 14 seconds in after a kickoff that was fumbled by Jeremy Collins. Just one play later, Zabala hit. Welcome back to Kahok Stadium. Collinsville winning this game tonight, 27-15. They started off scoring the first touchdown just 14 seconds into the game as Jeremy Collins fumbled the kickoff. Collinsville on the very next play scored their touchdown as Zabala hit Wilkinson in the end zone for a 30-yard touchdown pass. A little over 5 minutes later on the first possession, on the first try of the third possession, it was a 43-yard run by Kennedy Mayweather. Collinsville went up 14-0. Then Collinsville, after a nice stop on the goal line by their defense, their offense took over and committed a holding call in the end zone that made it 14-2. A 40-yard interception return for a touchdown by Quentin Jackson. 30 seconds into the second quarter made it a lot more interesting. At that point, it was 14-8 after the missed extra point. Then a 41-yard run by Quentin Jackson, a 41-yard touchdown catch made it 15-14. Granite City had the lead going into the locker rooms by that score, 15-14. In the third quarter, a 16-yard pass to Cornelius Walker by Zabala gave Collinsville back their lead at 20-15. It stayed that way until about 1:36 left to go in the game when Philando Wilkinson rattled off a 53-yard touchdown run, and all they were trying to do was run out the clock, but it ended up helping, and the final score of 27-15. For the Kahawks, Kennedy Mayweather carried the ball 15 times for 95 yards. Connor Zabala's final numbers, 7 for 15, 93 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. Cornelius Walker caught a couple of passes for 24 yards. Philando Wilkinson had a few catches for 58 yards, and Berkla had a catch in there as well. Collinsville was penalized 15 times for 101 yards. For the Granite City Warriors, who lost tonight to drop to 0-6, 19 carries for 113 yards for Devin Narvez. Austin Cuthrell had 22 carries for 96 yards. Jake Daly, he ended up completing, well, he threw a lot. He threw 25 passes. He ended up completing 10 of those for 95 yards. He had a touchdown and an interception. 2 interceptions, as a matter of fact. Quentin Jackson caught 4 passes for 59 yards. He had a couple of those touchdowns. One of those was on defense. Penalties tonight 7 penalties for Granite City for 55 yards. So the Collinsville Kahawks pick up their first victory on the year, 27-15.